Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. So this video will be devoted to all the viewers' questions that Lisa and I weren't able to answer on our Tuesday's live stream at 1:11 p.m. Pacific. So I've got a nice list here and I want to share it with you. But anyway, let me drop the camera down and we'll get started. Okay, so I only have 5 questions here. I'm starting out with Fran's question using the tarot. It's the Radiant Rider-Waite, but it's trimmed down. And the question is, how will Democrat Charles Booker do in his race against Rand Paul, for the Senate seat in Kentucky? So how will Charles Booker do against Rand Paul? Okay. Well, there's some clear independent direction there. That looks pretty good. Okay. Wow. Let me go ahead and draw. Actually, you know what? I'll use the Lenormand. Choose the Lennies to see. I didn't allow for reversals just because it's such a straightforward question. There's nothing complicated about it. But so far what we have here, with the Queen of Swords, of course, it's independent thinking, it's clear action. This could be somebody who's helping him run his campaign. The Ace of Pentacles, of course, would be, money coming in and a really good opportunity. And I'm thinking this opportunity to overcome the corruption. This would be Rand Paul, because he's a dirtbag. And then with judgment, there could be some judgment about him, about Rand Paul, that comes through. Something coming out of the woodwork from the past that helps. Well, and this also could be the female vote. That's what it is, the female vote. Oops, that was funny. The female vote. So let me go ahead and just put that away and make some room, and use the Lenormand to see what message it wants to say about the Senate race. How will Charles Booker do against Rand Paul? Major success. That is major success. And it might be surprising. Good news. Oops. Good news about the votes coming in. Now, also, here's our other vote card. Sorry. Oh, come on. Right here. That would be the vote. Paper votes. Okay. Yeah, and there's the government position. I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win. And if that Queen of Wands is about the female vote, that certainly makes sense to me, because I think everyone has just had it with all the corruption, right? Okay, so next is Jeff Bailey's. Oh, hold on. I brought his book over here from my bedroom. Speaks for itself. It's a really beautiful poetry book. I love it. Okay. So, Jeff wants to know, now this will be more of a complicated question, I think, with the Pudster, as Lori calls him, with a way of positive change. I want to do it. Let's just do a general health. Sorry, I wasn't telling you what I was thinking. I want a general. I was kind of tuning into him. I want to check in on his health. Check in on his health. And I'm keeping Jeff's question in mind as well. That has to do with has cancer spread to his brain? Okay, Pootie. How's it going in your body? What is going on? What is truly going on? There's something going on with the right side of his body. The whole right side. Ugh. Get that out of me. Okay. Pootie. Health. Reality about his health. Okay. King of Cups reversed. Eight of Swords reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. Whoa! Page of Pentacles reversed. Five of Cups straight up. Wow. Something with his nervous system. Let's take a couple off the bottom here. Yeah, things aren't working well. Okay. This should do it, right? Can't imagine needing any more cards than this. I really don't want to sit in his energy for too long. I've set the intention to get it out of my body, so. But starting up here, so with the, I'm reading this just from the perspective of health, with the King of Cups reversed. So we're dealing with the where's my chopstick? Here we go. We're dealing with the levels of fluids in his body, right? And so things aren't going well. This is my card for major stomach issues. Because like I said, it's all the fluid levels, and it's ruled by Cancer, and Cancer has so much to do with the stomach. Scorpio can have a lot to do with the digestive system, but I've never felt that he had colon cancer. I have asked several times just while I was moving throughout my day, what's really going on with him, and every single time I've either gotten a pain in the right side of my head, neck and head, or extreme, major stabbing pains in the upper part of my stomach, which leads me to believe liver or pancreatic issues. Now, the liver can take a lot, but it's the largest organ in our body, and it has to filter everything. The liver and the kidneys filter everything. And, maybe he's been poisoned a little bit here and there along the way. Little bits at a time, and maybe it's finally caught up with his liver. Or it could be pancreatic cancer from his constant need to control everything in life, or maybe there's something going on there. But anyway, we're talking stomach issues, digestive issues, gallbladder, pancreas. Everything that has to do with the upper intestines, upper tummy, and the endocrine system, right? Because that's those major organs are the endocrine system. And then with the Eight of Swords reversed, well, This one could be connective tissues and arteries, but it's also because the swords rule the nerves. And we have the star card here, so let me hop over here because with the star, it's ruled by Uranus, of course you can see Aquarius, and it's also ruled by Uranus rules Aquarius. So this could have to do, besides the nervous system, he could be having spasms, he could be having seizures, he could be having issues, at the least it's circulatory issues with his legs, lower legs, ankles. Yeah. Major problems there. Okay, with the Ace of Cups reversed, when it's reversed on an emotional level, it has me in that realm of rageaholics. And there's no good reason for the emotional reaction that just goes into rage. But it's also one of those cards where a person is emotionally just they're lying to themselves. And the life force is backed up. It's not flowing the way it should. And so that's leading me to think that he's probably has major swelling in his ankles and lower legs. And there could be major problems there. Now with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, this can be an acute illness because, the pentacles are always about the physical body. So we have emotional, stomach, mental, and nervous system issues. But then here we're in that realm of things going haywire between the way the energy flows in the body, as well as what am I thinking? I'm thinking Saturn in my head, but I have to get the words out. Has to do with our muscles, has to do with all of the structured levels of our body. So we're talking, literally like the skin that holds us together, but then the muscles and the skeletal system. So that's not good either. That's actually really awful. So, but like I said before, it's my card for a very acute illness where you're just stuck and you need to change your habits. But that's not going to happen because he's extremely stubborn. And when it comes to the emotional reactiveness and the wanting to have his way and has to control everything at all costs, I could see why his body's finally rebelling because, it's like his spirit's just probably about ready to take him out because he's not growing here on Earth, which is why we're here. He's not growing. There's nothing more to get at this point. And then with the Five of Cups, Mars in Scorpio, whoa, if that's not handled correctly, there again we have, the rage just flying off the handle. Goodness, I mean, this could even be, when it comes to illness, well, it is possible that he does have like colon and prostate cancer, or even bladder problems, or even STDs, because we're in that realm of sexuality and Mars, and yeah, there's that possibility. It's like, ugh, I don't even want to think about that. But On just an emotional level, of course, it's loss and grief, right? And hopefully regret coming through. Maybe he's really regretting what he's done in the past. I would hope so. And then with the Six of Pentacles reversed, well, so things aren't, like I said before, besides not flowing, at all in the processes that keep our body's structure, going in the right direction. Again, I think he's having trouble because this is, you can see the moon in Taurus. So we're talking the water, body water, and then we're talking the throat and the neck and the head. So this is what reminds me of that pain that I would have in the right side of my neck when I thought about him. But it's stomach issues. It could be voice issues, ability to speak up, sore throat, things like that, laryngitis, strep throat, stuff like that, the really bad stuff. But there's an imbalance in the body's water levels, and that totally makes sense with all these other cards. So with Jeff's question about cancer in his brain, or has it spread to his brain or his head, this card could be the indication of that. Obviously, we can see we have so many cards that indicate nervous system and stomach issues. So that would go along with if he does have Parkinson's. And you guys have probably noticed, if you see videos of him, he's not functioning. His right arm is not moving around well. It's like he just holds it down. When he used to have this this gait of this mafioso kind of back and forth, side to side, like I'm the man kind of thing. Well, now he's just the right side's not doing well if you see him, and every time I've tuned into him, it doesn't feel well. So there's those imbalances there. Now with the Three of Pentacles, well, but this one straight up, it's Mars in Capricorn. Straight up or reverse, this can have to do with infections and hardening of the arteries, because again, it's that all those structural levels, the skeletal system. But with Mars there, and Mars here as well, this could be like fire in the belly, and then this could be like fire in other parts of the body that should work together well, but they don't. And it's also, could be extreme levels of infections going on in his body that he can't really handle well, which would make sense, inflammation in the body, because the nervous system isn't working well either. Let's see what was on the bottom. The Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So the Nine of Swords reversed, and you can see that that's Mars in Gemini. So there would be the brain and his thinking process is just going crazy, like can't settle in. This reversed, it's more than the dark night of the soul when someone's ill. It's like living in the prison of your body, and you're in your own personal hell realm that you've created within your body because of being so negative for so long. It's my card of cruelty. It's my card of insomnia, playing the victim, that type of thing. But psychologically too, it's just severe depression, being very mentally tormented. And then with Mars in Leo with the Seven of Wands here, I'm wondering if he's having some heart issues. It's definitely, one of those cards where if it comes through and you're having health issues, you want to check your ego, because it has to do the problems could have to do with intellectual pride or spiritual pride or needing to be on top of everyone else and thinking that you're all that. And of course that's him, right? But again, this could be one of those cards of issues with the head, issues with the brain, issues with sometimes like a dangerous type of a fever because it's really hot, you know. And it is the card, or one of the main cards for strokes. And that's kind of, you know, that first time that I tuned into him and had that pain in the right side of my neck, I had the feeling that he would stroke out. But then later on, I started getting those pains in my stomach when I would ask. So anyway, okay, that is the Pudster. Next question. Oh, yeah, I want to use a kipper on this. Jean, over at Evolving Spirit Facebook group, she wants to know if Paul Ryan is ever going to face any justice. God. Yeah, he really screwed himself over for Trump, didn't he? For the time that he was there. So let me tune into Paul Ryan. What does his legal future look like? Okay. And this is Tony Poole's Kipper, if you like this deck. It's her website is the Card Geek, but I found it on Amazon, actually. Okay, so there's probably where he started. So he's okay with safety as far as his assets go. Just living in his own little world, bringing in the money. Okay. Ooh, now what's coming in here? Ooh, okay, let me draw another row. Change, and it's headed this way. Sad news. Could be something legal. Ooh, maybe about some money that he's taken. Meetings about money. I'll move these cards up for you. Hold on. Sorry. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see if I can. Okay. There we go. That's good enough. So with our theme here in the center, so money has been, you know, it's come in, not that he had to work for it. It was given to him, and there's been meetings about it. There have been meetings about it. And the meetings had to do with deception and how to take the money and keep it quiet. There's some new ending coming into his life. I mean, Jean, I know you read Kipper too, so whatever you get, feel free to drop in the comments and help us with this for whatever, and any other Kipper readers out there. So it looks like, you know, I felt like this has started out in the past. It was all about him getting what he wanted. I don't know if he has, you know, family connection or whatever that helped him. But whoever was in his intimate circle helped him bring in some money. And it was gifted upon him. And then he thought he was moving along his merry way, but he's headed towards this realm, towards something's wrong. This is like the fox in the Lenormand. If it's not a person, it's just that something is terribly wrong. And it has to do with deception, fraud. So we're talking corruption and crime here, stealing something. There could be some document or any type of communications, because we have to remember in the Kippur there's not that we don't have the birds and the letter, we have just the letter, and it indicates all types of communications. So there's a change that is headed in this direction that takes him away from the security of his assets in safe home space, intimate space of the past, where he was receiving gifts. And sad news is coming in about that. Something he doesn't want to deal with. And again, you can see it had to do with some meetings and receiving money in the past. There's some painful ending coming for him. And this is the reason up here. It's because of the deception of the past. And he might have to pay. Let me shuffle the rest of these cards together again and get another little bit of piece of info. Get some more about this. I want to know more about his future. Because this could definitely be a subpoena or an what do you call them, investigation into where those assets came from, or where those gifts came from. How did they flow into his personal assets here? How did that happen? But what's his legal future? So his reputation, and his connections to wealth, doesn't have to be a person, this would just be wealth, and the supportive wealthy connections, whoever these people are, and this woman was like maybe the Publix heiress and Rebecca Mercer and all that, and then also the counsel. Like this could be confidence and then counsel. I don't know who this could be. This could be Trump, because he definitely helped him out. It's going to take quite some time, though. It's going to be a long way. This might be a woman in his life. I don't know. Yeah, if he is married. He could be worrying about that. I'm not seeing, I'm trying, and I'm not getting anything here. Well, that could just be a decision. Doesn't have to be going to court, but that is the court card, and there is some sad news for some reason. And it would, again, have to do with money that just came in and some rules and regulations around that. So it could be some campaign finance mismanagement or whatever, or money from overseas. But I can't get the guy going to prison. Well, there it is. So maybe long time off into the future, it's maybe something where he's either restricted or he does go to Club Fed for a while. Okay, we can only hope. These things can, they can take years to work out. And sometimes they come together just at the end of like the statute of limitations. And then other times, smart people decide to become, they decide to inform, right? And then they have some immunity, which could be why that letter card was there. So, okay, so the next question, Rita Ross wants to know, has Trump had any children outside of his marriages? So I'm just going to ask a simple yes or no on that. The next two questions will be with this little, both of these questions, last two. So, has Trump had any children outside of his marriages? Has he fathered any children outside of his marriages? Mr. Flump. That's a yes. And that's a yes. And this could be a lot. The fish can be a lot. Yeah. Okay, so yes. All right, next question. Patricia wants to know, now this will be, if you guys don't care about the city limits of Moore, Oklahoma, and chickens in your yard for yourself, then we're done. Okay, Patricia, and anyone else in Moore, Oklahoma, this is for you, if you want chickens. She wants to know, will they pass the law to allow homeowners to have chickens in the city limits of Moore, Oklahoma? Will they pass that law? There's an obstacle there, and that's a no. I'm not getting that it'll go through. I hope I'm wrong if that's what you really want. They're kind of stinky to have in the house, you know, hiding. If you wanted to try and hide them out in the house, and they do need to be outside, so I wouldn't recommend that. Anyway, okay, I'm done. Thanks, you guys. Take care. Bye.